Hi, sixth graders. Our next part of our integers unit is absolute value. So to get us started, we're looking at a number line, and I want to know what is the distance from 0 to 4. So when I ask that question, I'm saying if we imagine that we are on 0, how many jumps is it going to take to get to 4? And the answer to that question should be 4 jumps. Okay, what about what's the distance from 0 to -2? Okay, if we're on 0, how many jumps is it to -2? Now, some of you might be thinking it's 2, and some of you might be thinking it's -2. Okay, and my question is, can it be both? Have you ever heard someone say they've had to take -2 steps? What would that even mean? Okay, the answer to this one is still 2. It takes 2 jumps to go from 0 to -2. And the reason is we can't take a negative step or a negative jump. Even if I step backwards, I still count it as I'm taking 1 step backwards, 2 step backwards. Okay, so every time we're counting steps or counting jumps, it's always going to be a positive number. Okay, so our definition to write down in your notebook is absolute value is the distance from 0 to a number on the number line. So what we just did is find absolute value. Okay, go ahead and pause this to write down the definition. Okay, absolute value is just distance. Okay, it's the distance from 0 to a number on the number line. So if we rephrase these questions, what is the absolute value of 3 means what's the distance from 0 to 3 on the number line. The absolute value of 3 is 3. What is the absolute value of -5? What's the distance from 0 to -5? Remember, even if we're going backwards, even if we're going in the negatives, we still count a positive number of jumps. So 0 to -5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. Okay, now we don't want to write out absolute value every time, so our shorthand for this, our symbol, are these lines, these brackets. Those mean absolute value. So this right here is saying what is the absolute value of 8? It would be 8 jumps from 0 to 8. And this is what is the absolute value? Sorry, it's covered up right now. What is the absolute value of -1? So 0 to -1. The absolute value of -1 is 1. Okay, so what are you noticing about all of those answers? It's positive every single time. Why is absolute value always positive? Okay. It is distance. Distance is always positive. Okay. Even if you went outside to the track and ran the mile backwards, you would still run a mile. Okay. Even if you are walking backwards, you are still walking a positive distance. Okay, distance is always positive. You cannot take a negative step. Okay, so how are opposites and absolute value different? That's what we're going to talk about next. So if we look at this table, okay, we have a bunch of numbers. We want to find both their absolute value and their opposite. So what is the absolute value of 8? How many steps is it from 0 to 8 on the number line? It is 8. What's the opposite of 8? The opposite of 8 is -8. Okay, let's do the same thing with -6. The absolute value of -6 is +6. What is the opposite of -6? The opposite of -6 is +6, or 6. What's the absolute value of -2? Absolute value is always positive. It would be 2 steps. What's the opposite of -2? It is +2. Absolute value of 4 is 4. And the opposite of 4 is -4. Okay, go ahead and pause and you fill in the rest of the columns. All right, absolute value of 10 is 10. Opposite is -10. Absolute value of negative 14 is 14. Opposite is also 14. Absolute value of 9 is 9. And the opposite of 9 is negative 9. What do you notice? Okay, you might have noticed how the absolute value column or row is always positive. You might notice that the opposite row is both positive and negative. You might notice that sometimes the numbers for the absolute value and the opposite are the same, like these 6s and 2s. Sometimes they're different, 8 and negative 8, or 4 and negative 4. Okay, so how are absolute value and opposites related? They are not the same thing. Okay, absolute value is distance, and it's always positive. Opposites are numbers that are the same distance but different direction from 0 on a number line. They are positive and negative. Okay, that's the big difference. They're not the same thing. They both deal with distance. Absolute value is the distance from 0 to that number. It is always positive. Opposites are the same distance but different direction. Okay, opposite, the direction matters. Absolute value, the direction does not matter. Opposites can be both positive and negative. Okay. All right, so speaking of opposites, we're going to talk about what happens if we combine them. So we have 5. The opposite of 5 is negative 5. And combining means we want to add them. All right, so what do we think 5 plus negative 5 is? Usually I get lots of different answers to that question. I want to take it with a picture. Okay, so I'm going to draw 5 as just 5 yellow circles, and negative 5, I'm just going to use 5 red circles. Okay, what happens if I have a positive and I have a negative? Okay, think about it. If I have $1 and then I spend $1, how much do I have now? They cancel out. So this pair of opposites cancels out. Next one cancels, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and then what do I have left? Nothing. Sorry, 0 is all that I have left. So what happens when I combine opposites? We're left with 0. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's try it with a picture again. 3 and negative 3. Okay, so if I have 3, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then I have negative 3. I'm just going to color these ones in. So negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. Okay, then my pairs of opposites, these ones cancel, these ones cancel, these ones cancel. I'm left with 0. Okay, so again, negative 3 plus 3, combined opposites, we're left with 0. What do you think is going to happen? 7 plus negative 7. Right, these parentheses don't mean anything. They are just there to make sure that the plus and the minus sign are separated, because it would look weird if we had them right next to each other. So this kind of groups the negative sign with the 7 in your brain. But this is just 7 plus negative 7. Okay. If we drew out a picture, what would happen? The same thing, where they all cancel out. And what would we be left with? 0. Okay. What about negative 149 plus 149? We don't have to draw out that picture. That would be a lot of circles. We know that these numbers are opposites. Opposites always combine to equal 0. Okay, so the big question here is, why do opposites combine to equal 0? Okay, if we have the same number of positives to the same number of negatives, every single one of those has an opposite one that cancels it out. They all cancel out, and we are left with 0. Okay, that's our big idea, and that's going to help us when we start to add different positive and negative numbers for our next piece of challenge. So if you have any questions, talk to your teacher. Otherwise, go ahead and go on to your next assignment.